three are what are called recursive sequence problems. There'll only be one of them on the test tomorrow. But basically, they're not arithmetic and they're not geometric. Okay, so you don't use any of those formulas. You don't use any of those formulas. All right, they're called recursive because they follow one after another. So let me show you what I mean. So they always will tell you A1 on these. So A1 is 4. All right, to get A2, watch what you have to do. You have to take, so I'm going after the equals, 3. And then where this A sub n spot is, you just plug in the previous number. So you plug in a 4. And then you do minus 2. Okay? So you can type it in your calculator, or this one's easy to do in your head. What's 3 times 4? Minus 2? 10. Okay? So that's what A2 is. To get A3, and we're finding the first 5 terms. To get A3, it equals 3. That comes from the formula. And then in this A spot, you're going to put in the number we got last. What's the last number we just got? 10. Very good. And then minus 2. Okay? What's 3 times 10? Minus 2? 28. Okay? All right? Yep. Right there. It's the number you got last. It's a cycle. So for A4, what would I write, y'all? A 3. And then what's getting plugged in this spot? 28. It's whatever you got last. Minus 2. So those are getting too big to do in your head, so you type it in the calculator. 3 parentheses 28 minus 2. What you got? Okay. All right, let me call on somebody for A5. How about Eden? Give A5 a try. Very good. Anybody? Good. Okay. All right, so let's try another one. So you always start with A1 on these, and then we'll go to A2. All right, I'll do A2 for you. So A2 equals, the negative 2 comes from the formula, parentheses. Anybody guess what's going to go in the A spot? 3. It's whatever they gave you. I'll show you that in a minute. And then plus 6 also goes inside. Okay. Again, type it in your calculator, or if you're doing it in your head, remember parentheses come first. 3 plus 6 is times negative 2, negative 18. No. Okay, A3. Let me call on somebody for this one. Let's see if Ethan, can you give this one a try? Yes. Plus 6. Very good. Anybody for the answer? It should be a positive. Yep, should be a positive. So go back and type it in again if you need to. All right. A4, Sterling, give it a try. Yeah, set it up. Very good. Sorry, equals what? 60. Sorry, my fault. No, that was my fault. And Mason's not here. Jacob, A5. Anybody? Good. Okay, so C, you always start with A1. They gave it to you. It's negative 2. All right, A2. Let's see if Jesse. See if you can do A2. Excellent. Good job, Jesse. Yes. So, A1 is -2. You go with that. A2, after the equals, you put a 4 because they told you to. Put a minus, then a parenthesis. Wherever you see a symbol or a variable, you plug in the number you already know. So you know -2, and then you just keep following the formula plus 3.
Oh, what's like n minus 1, like right there below the A?
Anybody, what's A2?
3.
3. Okay. All right. A3. Pandora, give A3 a shot. How do you set it up? Good. All right. A4. Kendra? And that equals 3. Can anybody guess what A5 is going to be? -2. Why is it going to be -2? It's a pattern. -2, +3. -2, +3. So A5 is going to be -2. That one just happened like that. Sometimes they will. So let's go to those. All right, number 1, find the sum of an arithmetic sequence given 24, 21, 18, ... -27. How about, Jalen, what 2 words should I circle?
Sum and arithmetic.
Good. Rudy, what formula should I use since it says sum and arithmetic? The purple one. Very good. So arithmetic and sum means use the purple. So S equals. Guys, do I know N? Nope. Do I know A1? Yeah, what is it? 24. And what does AN stand for? The last term. Do I know the last term? -27. Okay. So I've got 2 letters. Is it solvable? No, so I have to go back and use the black formula. Okay? All right. Autumn, help me set up the black formula. What would go in for AN? So AN is the last term, right? -27. What? Is it going +3 or -3? -3. And then we don't know N. Okay? All right. So I'll draw my line on that one. Cole, what can I do next? Good. Yes, you can. All right, I'll do it that way since you said so. So -3N and +3. You could also move the 24 and then divide anyway. So there's lots of different ways to do this one. So you don't have to do it this way. Gabrielle, what would I do next up here? I'm going to put these 2 together real quick. What's 24 plus 3? 27. And then I'll move it. No, they don't cancel because that one becomes a negative and they're both negative. All right, -54 equals -3N. All right, and Ashley, what would you do next? Yep. You get 18? Okay. Daniel, is 18 my final answer?
No, that's just
Very good. So you have to go back up here and plug in 18, and then you can type that in your calculator. Jasmine, tell us what you get when you type it in your calculator. Negative 27. Okay. All right, very good. Number 2, how many terms were added together in an arithmetic series to get a sum of 3,706, given the first term is 4 and the last term is 214? Laura, what should I circle? What else? Yep. Sum and arithmetic. Yes. Yes. Yep. You got it. Okay. So AJ, which formula are we using? The purple. So we know the sum, guys. What is the sum? So I'm just writing out the formula. All right. So we know the sum is 3,706. Do we know n? Nope. Do we know A1? 4. And do we know AN? Yep, because what does AN stand for? Last term. Okay. All right. If you look at this one, we just have one letter. Is it solvable? Yeah. Yes. Okay. So I'll draw my line. Denise, what do you want to do first? Sure. You can do this one again a bunch of different ways. It works that way. All right. So you can get rid of divide by 2, by times and by 2. You could also divide by 4 plus 2, 14. All right. Either way will give you the same answer. Somebody tell me what you get when you multiply by 2. 7 what? Equals n. 4 plus 2, 1, 4. Okay. And Jonathan, what would you have to do next? Yep, by what? Good. So Jonathan is just going ahead and doing that in his head. 4 plus 2, 14 is 218, and so he's dividing by that. What is it? Okay. The question says how many terms were added together. Does n stand for number of terms? So we're done. Okay. Number 3, what term of the geometric sequence 4, 8, 16, 32 is 2048? You got it. Eden, what's the key word? Geometric. So Ashley, what formula are we using? The top, middle, or bottom? The top one. You are correct, because it didn't say sum. So we're using this formula. Okay. All right. Jonathan, do we know AN? What is it? Yep. AJ, do we know A1? Rudy, do we know R, or can we find it? How do we find it? Very good. Excellent. He said 8 divided by 4. To get R, you divide. Very good. That gives you 2 to the n minus 1. Okay? So we just have one letter, so it's solvable. Denise, what would you do next? Yes. This one you have to divide by 4, because what is the n minus 1 with? The 2. Okay? So you got to divide by 4. Okay? So 512 equals 2 to the n minus 1. We're using this one. You good? All right, Jesse, what do you do from here?
Log.
Woo! Yes, that is correct. Why do you log, guys? Because the n is in the exponent and you got to get it out. Okay? All right. Pandora, what am I doing from here? Very good. 9 maybe? And so that cancels. I'm left with n minus 1. And what do you do last? The question said, what term of the sequence? Does that answer the question? What does the 10 mean? That's A10. Good. Yeah. It's the 10th term. Okay. Anybody need more time to write? Oh, so polite. 3 left. 3 left. Number 4, given the sum of an infinite geometric series is 3/4 and the ratio is -1/3, what is the first term? Ashley, what should we circle? Good. So, Cole, what formula are we using? Yes. So, there's only one for infinite. Let's see. Jalen, do we know the sum?
Yes.
What is it? Yep, I'm going to go ahead and put that in parentheses since it's a fraction. Kendra, do we know A1? No. But I do know R, -1/3. Okay, put that in parentheses too. All right, Jacob, how would you get A1 by itself? Very good. So to get rid of divide, we're going to multiply. So guys, I'm going to do 3/4 and then a parentheses 1 minus -1/3. Like I'm moving it all over there. Equals A1. Okay. Laura, type that in your calculator and tell us what you get. Very good. Number 5, Sally interviewed for a job that promised her a starting salary of $32,000 with $1,250 raise at the end of each year. What will her salary be during the 6th year if she accepts the job? Eden, what is the $32,000? Good. Okay, guys, you're really going to have to use your brains on this one. Is 1,250 R or D? It's D. Why is it D? So, nailed it. Okay, so 1,250 is your D. And Jasmine, what are they looking for? Yep, so how do we write that mathematically? What are they looking for? A6. All right, Sterling, what formula should we use? Over here as arithmetic, because it said the because we have a D. So AN equals A1 plus DN minus 1. Ethan, help me plug stuff into the formula.
Equals 32,000 plus 1250 times 5.
Very good. And AJ, tell us what you get. Good. All right, and the last one. Find the sum of the first 12 terms of a geometric series given A1 is 4/3 and R is 4. Gabriel, what should I circle? Very good. All right, Daniel, what formula am I using on this one? Very good. And the reason, guys, they tell you 12 terms. So what is 12? N. Does the black one have an N in it? No. Okay. So S equals A1, 1 minus R to the N over 1 minus R. Do I know the sum?
Wait, you know A1 then?
Yes. Good. What is A1? 4/3.
Oh, I thought you had put that in. I was like,
Oh, no, sorry. I was just writing the formula. What about R? 4. N? 12. Over what? Good. Okay. And Sterling, tell us what you get.